Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, we're going to look at this knife attack in the school in London. That I think it happened yesterday, and they're saying a 13-year-old boy has been arrested. No, he shouldn't have been there in the first place because apparently he's not a pupil at the school. Anyway, how are the victims doing? Right, one of them's improved, okay. I just feel the other one still needs a lot of looking after. How is the other one then? I wonder if they knew each other. Right, so I think somebody's... one of them's gone in for surgery. So they would have gone in for surgery, but this person has got like a second lot of surgery. How are the parents feeling? How is the mother of this boy feeling? That this is deliberate, you know, this is what the government is doing to us. It's deliberate. They're bringing him in and they knew what was going to happen. They know what is happening and they still know what is about to happen as well. So absolutely furious. I can see her now giving a statement. What's the mother of this child feeling? So it comes across. I don't think she's going to come forward at all. And if she does, oh my God, there'll be hell to pay. But I do feel like, how is this woman feeling? She doesn't care about the person who did it, you know. It's as if like she wants the penalty bringing in. Now, I know you all say about the death penalty, but, you know, what's happening is that the rest of us are going to be punished for one person, one group, one common enemy. And that's what they do, you know, they create that so that they take freedoms away. So this could lead to surveillance as well, in and out of the class, the school. They should have upped it all anyway. It's safe to say that I don't know about this woman, okay? I don't even know if it's the woman or the dad that is taking on this part of the caring role. Maybe mum isn't there for some reason. How does the school feel, you know, about this? No, how does the headmistress or head of the school feel about this? Not the teachers, just the head. Well, you see, this wasn't in the budget, was it, for security? So, A, they're thinking about that. B, they know they got things wrong. And how was somebody allowed in their classroom when they don't belong there? But how do the teachers feel about not just this attack, but about everything else? Doing things differently, you know, putting in more security or more rules or more this or more that, and the teachers are going to make out that they're overloaded and underpaid and this, that and the other, you know. I'll tell you what, those classes are too big. There is a hell of a lot put on teachers. You might say, oh, they have all the bloody holidays and pensions and a good salary and everything. But first of all, they work bloody hard as well. And how can you deal with kids when the parents don't tell them off, or, you know, they bend down and they talk to them and they try and ease it? Kids can't be rationalised with. They need boundaries and discipline. So they're feeling it all over, you know, it's not just this one thing. They're dropping like flies. How does Sadiq Khan feel about this? Oh, it's making him look bad. It's making him look bad, and he can't find a bloody excuse, you know, or a white boy to pin it on. He's trying to cover up. Well, I tell you what's even worse, okay? You know, they said that kid was 12 years old who went in and did it. He's friggin' not. On my life, he's not. Is that alleged 12-year-old older than 12-year-old? Absolutely. I'd say he's 18, 19. This is going to be discovered as well. I think, you know, you could say he was at an older school, although he's not. I'll tell you what, we're being flooded in. I'm going to warn you guys now, okay? Anybody who's an asylum seeker or waiting for his application, or, you know, using things as an excuse, I won't date him, I won't go nowhere near him, and I won't let him nowhere near my kids either. Okay, so just be warned for those that are looking for love and you're impatient, so you think, all right, I'll have the next asylum seeker going. Don't bother, stay away, get rid. And if that offends people, well, it won't offend the majority. Just get rid. They're lying, conniving, you know, and very sinister as well. You never know them. They're good-for-nothing liars. That's what they are. They'll use you. They'll take every penny they have. They'll drain every emotion. Will it be revealed? You know, is this kid about, I'd say, 18, 19, is he older than 18, 19? Yes or no, universe will not turn the card. Yes. Okay, this guy should be tried as an adult. He is an adult. Look at him. He is an adult. I said I won't turn the card. Will it be revealed his true age? Well, that's what they're trying to cover up, okay? So they're making out that they're younger when they're not, they're older. Why did this, you know, adult go into a school and do what he did? I can't say it really because of the YouTube. If I say it so many times, I get gone. Right, okay. So why? What was his reason? His reason is, well, he just disagrees with us, you know, disagrees with us, disagrees with the real Brits. Failed partnerships, unsatisfactory, you know. Maybe this kid's life was going nowhere. What I will say is, as well, right, don't you think it's odd that they all come over here? Half of them can't, you know, half of them can't cope in this world, okay? They can't cope on the streets, they can't cope with all the, you know, the fear of getting kicked out, they can't cope with being at the hotels and all the ruggish, you know, and put a D before that, and all sorts, really. So what they do is they go to prison for an easier life. They don't care. They got a telly. They get to see the mates in there, you know. Preferential treatment. They don't have to worry, do they? Can play snooker whenever they like. Did anybody, you know, was this a tea attack? I'm getting lies revealed here. Okay, so I'm getting somebody revealing lies about this guy. So what? I don't know about the story. It just gets exposed. Yes or no? Will it be classed as a tea attack? They keep dropping out, you know, on the other side. Shouldn't really. That's naughty. News delayed. Now is not the time to take a risk. I don't think it is. Or will they lie? Did the kid shout Allahu Akbar? Yes. Right, so whatever they're going to say is lies. Was it? I believe so. I believe so. So was anybody else involved with this lad going into the school? You don't have to be, you know, I think he wanted to go to jail. Did this lad want to go to jail? He did, but he didn't want to do it. He was out there to do this, okay? He wanted to end somebody, regardless. Can't help but think there's ego as well, you know, by claiming it's a tea attack, it feeds his ego. So he has been influenced, okay, but I just feel like it's influenced, not the people on the day, okay. So the general thing is, you know, call to arms, take up this, go and, you know, blah, 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 people. So it's the instructions, isn't it? It's things you can see on YouTube, it's things you can see on X, or on all sorts really of these people encouraging others to go out and do their dirty work. So that is what I feel has happened. Now, you're just looking at a singular event and person, but in actual fact, when you go on the grand scheme of things and see the big picture, these people have been imported to do away with us, okay? No bones about it. There's no protection. You just have to look at the attitudes of the police. You can rob your shop and your livelihood. They can come and bagel you. You know, they can grape people and get away with it. You know, I mean, it's just... That's the picture. I'll tell you now, until something happens to the MP's family, then it'll be a big deal, won't it? Then it'll be a big deal. As long as it's not their kids. As long as it's not their kids that have to, you know, be in fear for their life, get kidnapped or assaulted or, you know, done away with, you know, all sorts. As long as it's not their kids won't have to go in the army. Their kids won't have to lose, you know, pensions and sit in their cold or drink cheap coffee. What's going to happen now? Somebody's resigning. Is Sadiq Khan going to have to resign? Look at all that, the heartache. You've ruined London. It cannot cope. You know, you might it's two kiddies, but it's not just two kiddies, it's everything else that's going on, and this is a catalyst, okay? This is what lights the explosive. Parents will be out on the street. They cannot take no more. They cannot take no more. It won't be just parents, it'll be teachers as well. The unions will be on Sadiq Khan's back. Is that right, universe? Will they all come out and stand up for the children? Yeah, because they'll just bring, you know, prosecutions as well. It's unjust, it's unfair, it's not right at all. These things shouldn't be happening. They didn't happen a few years ago. And I'm not saying it's, you know, this Labour's government or Sadiq Khan, but they have sped things up, okay? They are enablers. They are enabling these things to happen. Well, that's culpable homicide, that. They have all the information before them. Now, what about the pathetic police then? What about the police? How do they feel about this? Oh, maybe they'll try and see it as a success, but in actual fact, I think they're on about immigration as well. How does Mark Rowley feel? I saw him in action yesterday for a few minutes. Oh my God, he bored the fucking shit out of me. And B, he talks absolute nonsense. Knife crime's down, murder crime is down. This video's getting demonetized. You know, it's all BS, isn't it? It's all BS. Rowley, how is Rowley feeling today about this situation? Yeah, he needs to go. I know, he needs to go. A lot of them, they're all corrupt. I ain't got any faith in them. If you've been employed, you know, in the last 5 years, I'd get rid of them and all. Or, you know, there'll be some good ones, but the rest are just idiots. Can't quote the law properly. Can't even speak English, some of them. And what's all this about being covered in tattoos? At least have the decency to roll your shirt down. Will Mark Rowley be forced to step down? Well, he'll probably be going on to pastures new. Okay, pastures new. Maybe he'll go, you know, and be with this elite team, FBI shite that they're on about. What will be exposed about Sadiq Khan in this? Something that he's done in the past, and it's more likely to be a cover-up, okay? A cover-up. Maybe he was warned, maybe he's had stats and information, tip-offs. Maybe the police warned him. What did he do in the past? What gets rid of him? What did he do? I hate this. They keep dragging. Losing more than you gain. More going out than going in. So a lot of people are leaving London. I think that's a big thing. A lot of people, it's to do with leaving. It's mainly, you know, the British population. You know, you can be any colour you like and speak any language you like and be British, you know. But British to means born and bred. Or you could be, you know, toddler, come over as a toddler and things. But yeah, not the way that things are happening now where they're coming in like that. Will they release the true age? How does Sadiq Khan feel? How will he feel when he finds out that this kid is not 12 years old, but indeed 18, 19, whatever? He's telling someone to shut up. That's what he's doing. He's trying to tell somebody to shut up. I think, you know, he finds out through a woman. He finds out through a woman. I kind of feel like this is about covering up. How does Sadiq Starmer, yeah, that's the one. How does Starmer feel about this incident? Trying to work out how to spin it, you know, and what comes next. Have you noticed, right? This is what I wanted to say. So every time something goes on, something is introduced to take away the freedom we already had. So what I mean by that is, say you're walking from your car to the school. You have to have an ID, you know, and then in the future you have to have an ID card, and, you know, you can only get into these schools if you have that bloody ID card, you know, something like that. So, you know, was this opportunistic, or was this planned? It wasn't planned. Some kind of disagreement. Did the two victims know the attacker? You've only got to look at them a certain way, you know. You've only got to look at them a certain way, and then they use that as an excuse to do the terrible, horrific things that they do. They'll say there was an altercation. I can hear it now. There's an altercation. The boy's involved in a dispute out school. Like that, you know, makes any difference. But the true thing is, will this git be exposed for being older than he is? They'll have to do some digging, won't they? They'll have to do some digging. News wanted, money wanted, money wanted. To claim somebody else's success, a diagnosis after a long time. So right now, you'll be led to believe it's a young child, you know, with one of them videos of adolescence as such, and it comes out a bit later down the line that this git should be tried as an adult as well. Now, going back to the death penalty, oh my God, you know, if I could be sure that there was going to be no criminal misjustice, you know, then I would. But there's 1% of me that has doubt, you know, they're not right, and then therefore what do, you know? So I think longer sentences, tougher, harsher sentences, yeah. Make them suffer. Keep them alive as long as possible till that, you know, they drive themselves mad in the end. But anyway, yes, so I'm not sure. Let me know how you feel about that as well, because, you know, you never know. One day, one of us could be on trial and be innocent. Let me know what you think. Okay, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.